The film opens with scientists at NASA discussing the discovery of Planet G, a potentially habitable planet located 25,000 light-years from Earth. Dr. Nogrady explains to his team that this planet has the right conditions to support life. The international scientific community decides to send a powerful transmission signal from a communications array in Hawaii to attempt contact with any intelligent life that might exist on Planet G. The transmission is set to be the most powerful signal ever sent into space. We're introduced to Alex Hopper, a directionless 26-year-old slacker living in Hawaii. On his birthday, Alex is drinking at a bar with his older brother Stone Hopper, a disciplined U.S. Navy lieutenant commander. Stone lectures Alex about his lack of direction and responsibility, telling him he needs to find purpose in his life. Alex is clearly the disappointment of the family, unemployed, unmotivated, and living without goals. The situation escalates when Alex becomes obsessed with getting a chicken burrito for Samantha Shane, a beautiful blonde woman at the bar, even though the kitchen is closed. His determination to impress her leads to increasingly desperate measures. When the bartender refuses to help, Alex decides to break into a nearby convenience store to get her the burrito. His break-in attempt is clumsy and loud, setting off alarms. He's immediately caught by police and arrested, getting tasered in the process while still holding the burrito. Stone bails Alex out of jail and delivers an ultimatum. Alex must join the Navy and make something of his life, or Stone will never speak to him again. Faced with losing his brother's support and having no other prospects, Alex reluctantly agrees to enlist. 5 years later, Alex has transformed into Petty Officer Alex Hopper. What Alex doesn't initially realize is that Samantha is the daughter of Admiral Shane, as they clash during war game exercises between American and Japanese naval forces. Alex's naval career reaches a crisis point when his impulsive actions during a soccer match with Japanese sailors results in a massive brawl and significant property damage. This incident, combined with his pattern of insubordination, leads to Alex facing a disciplinary hearing that will likely end his naval career. Desperate to save his relationship and prove his commitment, Alex decides to propose to Samantha. However, this means he must ask Admiral Shane for his daughter's hand in marriage, a terrifying prospect given Alex's reputation and his impending dismissal from the Navy. Alex plans to make his proposal during the upcoming RIMPAC, Rim of the Pacific Naval Exercises, hoping that the formal setting might help his cause. Samantha, meanwhile, is working with wounded veterans, including Army Staff Sergeant Mick Canales, a double amputee who lost his legs in Afghanistan. Mick is struggling with depression and anger over his condition, but Samantha is determined to help him regain his confidence and mobility using advanced prosthetic legs. Meanwhile, 5 alien spacecraft are traveling toward Earth. These ships appear to be responding to humanity's transmission, but their intentions are unclear. Ships crash land in the Pacific Ocean near the Hawaiian Islands, creating massive splashes and disturbances in the water. 3 of the 5 alien ships survive the ocean impact and immediately begin to surface. As they emerge from the depths, they activate an enormous energy barrier that completely encircles a section of the Pacific Ocean around the Hawaiian Islands. This barrier extends high into the atmosphere, creating an impenetrable dome that traps several naval vessels inside, including the USS John Paul Jones, the USS Sampson, commanded by Stone, and the JDS Myoko, Captain Nagata's ship. The barrier is revealed to be selectively permeable. It allows water and marine life to pass through, but completely blocks any human technology or vessels from crossing. Several attempts to penetrate or escape the barrier result in the destruction of aircraft and severe damage to ships that make contact with it. Inside the barrier, communication with the outside world is completely cut off. The trapped naval forces have no way to contact headquarters, receive orders, or call for backup. They are essentially isolated in an alien-controlled zone with no knowledge of what's happening in the rest of the world. The USS Sampson, commanded by Stone Hopper, is the first to make direct contact with the alien vessels. As Stone's ship approaches to investigate, the aliens deploy reconnaissance probes, small, spherical devices that can fly and are equipped with advanced scanning technology. These probes appear to be gathering intelligence about human military capabilities. When one of the probes gets too close to the USS Sampson, a crew member panics and fires upon it, destroying the probe. This act of aggression triggers an immediate and devastating response from the alien mothership. The aliens unleash a powerful energy weapon that completely obliterates the USS Sampson in a massive explosion, killing Stone Hopper and most of his crew instantly. Alex witnesses his brother's death from the USS John Paul Jones, watching helplessly as Stone's ship is vaporized. The loss of his brother, mentor, and best friend devastates Alex, but there's no time to grieve as the alien ships immediately begin systematic attacks on the remaining naval vessels. With Stone dead, Alex finds himself thrust into a leadership role he never wanted and feels unprepared for. The USS John Paul Jones becomes one of the primary targets of the alien assault. Captain Pete Wepps Greer, the ship's commanding officer, attempts to coordinate a defense, but the alien technology proves overwhelmingly superior. The aliens' weapon systems include energy-based projectiles that can penetrate conventional naval armor with ease. Their ships are protected by powerful energy shields that deflect or absorb human weapons fire. Most devastating are the shredder weapons, spinning cylindrical projectiles that tear through water and steel alike, causing massive destruction to anything in their path. During the intense battle, Captain Greer is killed, and Alex suddenly finds himself the senior officer aboard the John Paul Jones. Despite his reputation for insubordination and his lack of command experience, Alex must take control of the ship and lead the crew in what appears to be a hopeless battle against technologically superior enemies.
The USS John Paul Jones sustains heavy damage and is forced to operate alongside the JDS Myoko, the Japanese destroyer commanded by Captain Nagata. Initially, there's tension between the American and Japanese crews, reflecting the earlier conflicts between Alex and Nagata. However, the alien threat forces them to put aside their differences and work together for survival. Captain Nagata proves to be an honorable and capable leader, and he and Alex begin to develop mutual respect. The combined crews of both ships must learn to coordinate their efforts, sharing resources, intelligence, and tactical knowledge to have any chance against the alien forces. The battle reveals that the aliens have specific rules of engagement. They only attack when they perceive a direct threat. This discovery comes when crew members notice that the aliens don't fire upon them when they're not actively targeting the alien ships. This tactical intelligence becomes crucial for survival. Meanwhile, on land, Samantha Shane finds herself trapped on Oahu with Army Staff Sergeant Mick Canales and Dr. Nogrady, the scientist from the film's opening. They discover that the aliens have deployed ground forces and are attempting to take control of the NASA communication array on the island. Dr. Nogrady explains that the aliens are trying to use Earth's own communication systems to contact their home planet, likely to call for reinforcements or a full-scale invasion. The communication array represents a critical strategic target. If the aliens succeed in sending their message, Earth could face an invasion force far larger than the current alien presence. Samantha, Mick, and Dr. Nogrady must traverse the dangerous terrain of alien-occupied territory to reach the communication facility and prevent the aliens from completing their transmission. This mission becomes increasingly perilous as they encounter alien ground forces equipped with advanced technology and weapons. Back at sea, Alex and the surviving naval forces face a desperate situation. The USS John Paul Jones is severely damaged and running low on ammunition. The conventional weapons and tactics prove largely ineffective against the alien technology. In a moment of inspiration, Alex remembers the USS Missouri, the decommissioned World War II battleship that's now a museum ship anchored at Pearl Harbor. Alex realizes that the Missouri, being an older analog system, might be less susceptible to the alien electronic warfare capabilities that have been disrupting their modern digital systems. Additionally, the Missouri's massive 16-inch guns might provide the firepower needed to penetrate alien defenses. The plan requires the surviving crew members to somehow escape the alien battle zone, reach Pearl Harbor, and reactivate a 70-year-old battleship that hasn't been operational for decades. This seems like an impossible task, but it represents their only hope for mounting an effective counterattack. Against all odds, Alex and his remaining crew, along with Captain Nagata and his sailors, managed to reach Pearl Harbor. They find the USS Missouri and are joined by a group of elderly Pearl Harbor veterans who volunteer to help operate the ship. These aging sailors, many in their 80s and 90s, still remember how to run the Missouri's systems from their service during World War II. The scenes of these elderly veterans working alongside young sailors to bring the Missouri back to life are among the film's most emotional moments. Despite their advanced age, these men demonstrate their continued dedication to defending their country. Their knowledge of the ship's analog systems proves invaluable, as the digital interference that has plagued modern vessels doesn't affect the Missouri's older technology. The process of reactivating the Missouri is complex and time-consuming. The crew must restart engines that haven't run in decades, load ammunition that's been in storage for years, and coordinate systems that require dozens of people to operate effectively. Every minute counts as the alien forces continue their assault and move closer to completing their mission. While the naval forces prepare the Missouri, Samantha's group continues their dangerous mission to stop the aliens at the communication array. They encounter increasing resistance as alien ground forces have established defensive positions around the facility. The aliens on the ground are revealed to be humanoid but clearly non-human, wearing advanced armor suits that enhance their physical capabilities. Mick Canales, despite his double amputation and initial reluctance, proves instrumental in the ground mission. His military training and combat experience, combined with his advanced prosthetic legs, allow him to navigate terrain and engage in combat more effectively than initially expected. His character arc from depressed veteran to hero becomes a crucial element of the ground assault. The group discovers that the aliens have been systematically targeting global communication infrastructure, not just the Hawaiian array. Their goal appears to be the complete disruption of human communication networks, followed by the establishment of their own communication systems to coordinate with their home planet. The USS Missouri finally returns to action, emerging from Pearl Harbor like a ghost from the past. The sight of the World War II battleship entering modern combat creates a surreal and powerful image. The Missouri's massive 16-inch guns, designed to penetrate the armor of enemy battleships, prove effective against alien defenses in ways that modern missiles could not. The battle that follows combines old-school naval warfare tactics with desperate innovation. Alex and his crew use traditional naval strategies, including crossing the T formation and coordinated broadside attacks, against an enemy equipped with technology decades ahead of human capabilities. The Missouri's analog fire control systems, operated by the elderly veterans, prove surprisingly effective against alien electronic countermeasures. Captain Nagata and the surviving Japanese sailors fight alongside the American crew, fully demonstrating the international cooperation that the RIMPAC exercises were originally designed to foster. The battle becomes a testament to human ingenuity, determination, and the ability to adapt classic military tactics to unprecedented situations. The naval battle reaches its climax as the Missouri engages the alien mothership in direct combat. The engagement is fierce and costly, with both sides sustaining heavy damage. The Missouri's heavy armor allows it to withstand alien weapons fire better than modern ships, but the vessel still takes tremendous punishment. Simultaneously, Samantha's ground team launches their assault on the communication array. The coordination between the sea and land battles becomes crucial, as the naval forces must provide support for the ground mission while engaging the alien fleet. The timing of both operations must be perfect to prevent the aliens from completing their communication with their home planet. Mick Canales plays a crucial role in the final ground assault, using his military skills and prosthetic legs to navigate the alien-defended facility. The USS Missouri's final coordinated attack destroys the alien mothership, while Samantha's team successfully prevents the transmission to the alien home world. The alien barrier around the Hawaiian Islands collapses, allowing communication with the outside world to resume. The victory comes at tremendous cost. Many brave sailors and soldiers have died, including Alex's brother Stone. However, their sacrifice has saved Earth from what would likely have been a full-scale alien invasion. In the aftermath of the battle, Alex has transformed from an irresponsible slacker into a genuine naval officer and leader. His actions during the crisis have proven his worth not only to himself but to Admiral Shane, who finally sees Alex as worthy of his daughter's love. The proposal that Alex had planned before the invasion finally takes place, with Admiral Shane's blessing.